Good morning, everybody. Here we are. I think this is my last day in this other condo we're in. We're moving back home tonight. So I'm grateful for your patience, but at least I'm here. So I hope you all had a good weekend and things in life are moving on along. It's a very powerful time. I always tell everybody that. Yes, a lot of lights coming in. A lot of the masters are coming and whispering in your ear and seeing if you're listening. So, yes, I'm going to give messages today. I just want to share with you the reason we went to healing messages, because that's really what I do. I mentor people around the world and have healing school. So when it came to YouTube, it was attempting to find something that other people would also want to be interested in. So we're doing now the healing messages to support you being on your path. I assume if you're still here with me, that's what you sense and what you are finding that you're being guided to be with. So here we are. And I love the fact that as things come, it's like I can feel it's known that everybody has the opportunity to take part and to bring it into their being. So next week I will still be here. We do have the meditation week starting, but they're going to be meditating. So I will go over to see how they're doing after I do our gathering here with us. So they're going to do maybe 11 meditations a day and use a mantra that is removing karma. So everyone, without a doubt, will have the end of the week observing themselves as different than when they begin. It's really a wonderful experience. So perhaps some of it will rub off on you. Like if I look up, Carrie and Suzanne are going to be there. Carol, it's going to be a wondrous gathering. We're out on Anna Maria Island, a block away from the beach. We have a swimming pool in the back, so how much more could we ask for, right? All right, so let's just say hello to everybody here. I want to not have this thing move creepy on me today. Good morning, Chase. It's always lovely to see you. Carrie. Christina. Yes, I hope you have a great week also. And Suzanne, the spirit watcher. Yeah. And Cavell, there you are. Good morning. Let's move here a little bit. I'll try down here. Joanna M., good morning. Barbara Ward, I hope you're doing well this morning. MKC, thank you for coming again. And of course, Prime 3, if I could say your name right. Good morning to you. And wonderful to see everybody. All right, so let's get started. And I can understand if sometimes you go back and listen to it again, because I know for myself, I don't really always remember what happens because I'm with Mother and Father. But maybe the energy is so different that you have to go back and remember exactly how it was said or what to do. So it's fine if you feel that need. All right, let's go for Chase here. All right. As we'll ask the angels all to come and the masters and all the higher awareness above the heavens. It's interesting to me how often and how many times snow and ice come in this image. And yet, if I look at that deeper, it's never that anyone's cold. So I'm wondering if maybe that's a resonation of clarity. It's an interesting thought to think, and I'll have to ask about it later. But once again, I'm seeing snow and a lake that's frozen. Mm-hmm. So show me what this means to Chase. All right. So they're talking to me about you having, if you were to move, and that can mean many things. Move your consciousness, move where you're living. I don't think it's that, but I want you to think of a movement and how you would choose to cross this ice. Yes. How you would just go across and not think about it. Would you say, oh, well, I trust God, I'll just go? Or would you do some checking and contemplating on maybe which route to go? Would you even think of determining the depth of the ice? And ask yourself, why do I have to move? So this speaks to me about different times on the journey when movement is necessary, movement is required. Movement is that uplifting experience, taking you out of a lesser frequency. So there's much to learn about the self here in this visual. And most importantly, what would you take with you? Do you imagine yourself being gone for a day, for a week, or forever? So these are all questions you can ask yourself and allow this visual to come more in an enlivenment for you. And I have to speak the word decisions. Decisions can always be quite a challenge for people, and not so much not feeling comfortable with either way, but not understanding what's the best idea in that moment. And is there a best? You know, we always say there's not the winner or the loser. Every day you are the best that you can be. So maybe that's the best way to contemplate your decisions, that what is the best decision for me to make on this day? On this day. And I have to say here for you, Chase, I do not see you rushing across this iced lake without contemplation. And that's a good. So it requires you to have to trust a part of you inside in all those pieces of what you believe and what you don't believe, and what you look at and what you just let go. So no matter who you are, there's a movement always that's necessary to be made. So I want you to contemplate moving across this ice, because it can be a shaky deal, or it can be a wonderful day out, feeling the sun and the gentle wind, and perhaps a few snowflakes. So we always desire for movement to be for you easy. Yep, I said easy. For the hope would be that you've already been through the difficult part, and the embracing and the forgiving and the loving. So how does this ride feel for you? Piece of cake or just another challenge? So if it is just another challenge, then perhaps it's to turn around and look at what is the challenge. And if it is the piece of cake, get excited. Ignite your passion. Don't forget to take those things with you. For you are the bringer of your truth. You are the one who chooses what comes through your doorway. Many blessings to you, Chase. All right, so we are on our way. And I didn't say hello to everyone, but hello to everyone who's here today. And here's Miss Carrie, world traveler. And let's see how you are doing today. I'm hoping it's well. And I can hear her say, yes, I am. Always very assured of where she's at. Nice. It's the back of your throat. The back of your throat where you hear. You know, the throat is it's chakra, and yet it's a great tool for communication, not only to our outer world and the people around us, but to our inner pathway of spirit. Communication to your higher self, to your master teacher. You have a world teacher, a universal teacher. There's so many parts of you that have come into this world with you that there's not really the need to look out beyond that safety. So I want to look at the back of your chakra, Carrie, and let's just pull some weeds out. There's some spiky looking weeds that are not allowing an ability to really hear yourself. Yes. And then I want you to take that, maybe it's a blade of grass, and hold it and let it speak to you while that back throat chakra becomes open more. What does it say? What does it say? And I would say that I hear it say, relax. There's no need to produce here. Relax and enjoy getting to know who you are. Because the profound thing to remember is everyone's growing. And if it isn't what you desire it to be today, then you can pull these little blades of grass out, experience them, and love them. And it's the love that you give them that elevates the whole procedure and perhaps opens your ability to hear, to see, and to feel ever so more in your daily world. And I know you all can talk to people and you can hear them, but this is the inner gifts inside yourself and how we tend to wonder, why don't I have them? And we all have them. But it's dependent on how the inner part of you believes about them. Sometimes you're afraid of them. You wouldn't think that. And sometimes you're hesitant to become more than you are. Yes. Sometimes you're angry at yourself because you're not more. So many, many pieces here. And I know that you will touch that grass, Carrie, and let it give you instruction. Yeah. We'll just let some of these go here. That will draw you closer to the hearing of that magic that's deep within, that brings you down into the surrender. For you must surrender to allow yourself to have any of the gifts come into fruition. The human doesn't know what to do or how to do it. So you must surrender deep within the essence of the beingness and let go and allow another part of you to show. So, many blessings, Carrie. And my blessings are for you to have a great trip next week. All right. Christina. Let me move this down. Many blessings to you, where you are in your world today. And right away, they're beginning to bring that light blue effervescence light down into your being to calm you, to bring you a peace and a harmony. And as it moves out throughout your essence and begins to move through the aura, take a breath and let go. And reach your energy down into the surrender. And you will begin to understand what you haven't known. That when we are one that has controlled thoughts, we really prevent ourselves from the growth. So it is from the surrender and holding the truth within the chakras of who you are and the energy of the light that you hold, that you become truly a child of God, a vessel for His truth. And you're saying to Him, I surrender, show me. Just show me. These cannot be created out of fear or distortion or panic or any of those things. It's from a depth of love within yourself that will allow this expansion to come through that serenity light down into the root of your being where you can move into surrender. Shh. And allow the quietness to come so that you can hear, so that you can be. Many blessings, dear. Very good. All right, Suzanne. All right, let me see what you say. Yes, you may have a message today. Again, your wise Indian woman comes. And she has great honor for who you are. And she holds out her hand for you to clasp your hands. She's acknowledging your shift that you're in. And there's a strong beam of light from the heavens that come, somewhat like a lightning, but not as destroying, it's an uplifting. Hoshapa. And it touches the heart and opens it like the Maharishi as you go to walk into his school. Yatma! Into the heart. It's time to wake up. Time to wake up the heart. And the cells of every cell throughout the body look up, awake, apati, utu. Yes. Time is now. Dawdle no further. Let your feet signal to you its movement. It's time. As now I see the heart begins to expand. It begins to open. No, it need only need to open to love. Nothing else. For love is who you are. Love is who all of you are. So together, let's awake. Together, let our hearts feel love. Without condition, without limitations, without control, without rigidity. I could go on and on. And these things is what your heart needs to be let go. Distortion. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel peace. Walk in peace. Breathe in peace. 6-ray, ruby and gold. As it now twists a beautiful ribbon, it comes down through the crown chakra into the wholeness of who you are. Peace. Oh, let there be peace throughout every cell of your being. Golden experience of light, of the ruby gold. And allow the ruby to embrace your heart. Nothing can harm the ruby within the heart. Many blessings to you, Suzanne. Very powerful. All right. Cavell, I'll be right with you. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, okay. So much so ready. That's true. It's May this time. Last week it was April. Very cool. You know. All right, Cavell. Oh, today the first image that comes to me is a lot of little ones around you. But they seem, my word that comes would be disciplined, but they're not in their distortions, I will say. So they listen to you. And I'm not saying you have children or work with children, but here on this level of the spirit realm, there are many that I am going to say that you are to teach about peace. That you're going to help little souls, whether they be child, man, or woman, how to embrace God and walk on that path, and to find love and embrace that which the world of the human tends to judge, criticize, and control. The sweetness in your soul requires this need I feel that comes within you, and you must not be concerned of that. For in that you will find your strength. And perhaps that is the message for you here today. That if you can truly allow yourself to embrace that which you've been given, you will find the strength to be a spokesperson for that which is. So take the visual of being on top of a mountain and look out over the valley, and you will start to see many lights walking towards the valley. And know that they are those who, through your lifetime, are searching for you, and they don't even know it yet. And for there's a you that you don't even know it yet, that it's you. So it is all here, laid out in your blueprint. I bless you on your journey to find your way. Many blessings, Cavell, for you here on this day. Ah, many blessings, my goodness. All right. Joanna, here you are. It's wonderful to see you. Yes, we are doing the message that comes your way. Joanna. Well, I'm quite surprised. I have a motorcycle here for you. Vroom, vroom, it says. It's waiting on you. Hurry up, hurry up. And it makes me wonder, is this a voice deep inside of you? Asking you to always hurry up. You don't need that. Just go ahead. Just go ahead. It'll all be okay. So for me, I wonder where that came from. A friend, perhaps? A parent? I don't know. But when you are riding fast on a motorcycle, of course, in this experience we're talking about your spiritual path, there's so many that gets iced over that you never get to really experience or know. For me, the spiritual path is contemplative. It takes time and energy to really decipher that which is. For there's always so many choices of where you can go. So, yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful motorcycle. And it can get you from one point to another. But you must now ask yourself, is that the road I want to take? For there are many choices. But there is also beautiful, and I say the word Schwinn, or when I was a small girl, that's what we had. A beautiful bike to be able to allow you to move and experience the roses and the daffodils and to understand the inner beauty of that which is who you are in God's eyes. So there is a beauty that perhaps you can truly not see, and you hurry so that you don't realize you're missing it. I do not know. I can only speak that here which is shown to me. So, the blessing is you can choose to allow it to be different and get to know who that beautiful, sweet part of you is. Oh, yes, she'll be successful beyond your dreams. So you don't need to keep searching. She was there all along. Many blessings. I hope you have a wonderful week, Joanna. All right. Barbara Ward. How are you? Have you ever seen how they build a house? And first they put up the studs, and then how everyone builds a wall to create a boundary is different. Some use 2x4s, and then they put paper, they put insulation. It's all different. And the first thing that comes to me here for you, Barbara, is what are you using around the development of you and the boundary? Is it something that's thick and heavy and out of time? Or is it the beautiful, caressing energy of perhaps Mother Mary? Oh, that feels nice, doesn't it? Emerald Ray. Or Mary Magdalene, that ruby gold. And for you, it's in between the levels of your aura. Yes. And they're showing me deterioration. It is why sometimes there's uncomfortable energies that come to you and you wonder how. Because there are those choices of creating boundaries that aren't accurate. You must let a strength of the love be the boundary, out of love for yourself. For love is the magic of mother and father, and where you have placed it, it cannot be penetrated. And perhaps there are others of you that did not know. You call forth your I am presence to surround you. The deepest love, your individualized experience of God. And some may say to me, but what of white? There was a time when white and the color of it was enough. But now it isn't so much about color, but the quality of the love and the light you hold. And how less of control you have. And then a lot of control over you. It's a shift in that word, whether you're wanting to control or need control of other people or words or structure. And instead, you can surrender to controlling the love that you are and loving every soul, seeing them with the love of God's eyes through you. And you will find you will have the perfect boundary, one that lets you begin to know oneness, one that takes away fear, one that sets you free. As we bring into violet flame always, to blaze, blaze, blaze the violet transforming ray, to shatter, consume, all cause, core, and effect that is separating you from the truth of your light. So be it. Barbara Ward. Good morning, Carol. All right. I think I've been pretty good, not missing anybody. MKZ. It's wonderful to see you again. It is very interesting because now I have a tic-tac-toe in front of me that you as a complete being can step on. And just think, if this is about the journey of your path, where would you go first? Are you the 0 or the X? It becomes a different challenge, doesn't it? Can you feel the importance is, well, I have to win. I have to get it right. I can't make a mistake. So, okay, let's go for the middle. And maybe you're a 0. For that kind of resembles a cell, right? And so the X marks its spot. And we need not say who that is. And then you can continue to discover how things might look different when you give value to them. This gift for you today is about the value that you hold within you, that you've already discovered. And perhaps there's some value you know is coming. And then in the distance from you, I can hear a ding, 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 ding. I assume you won. But now it is for interpretation. What did you win? What are you gaining? What are you going to use differently? And I want to say to you, most importantly of all, it is your intention. For what we learned in this experience is, what is your intention? Where are your thoughts coming from? Are they coming from the outer world and people that you give influence to, meaning your power? Or are they coming with the part of you that does exist within you, that has empowerment and confidence? And when you choose to, a great connection to God to know and to be shown. So, MKZ, I would like you to contemplate this within you. What is your most powerful desire to do with all this? And if it's to discover it within you, then so be it. Many blessings. All right. Oh, There was a flip. Let's see. It went over Marby and Claire. Yeah, Marby and Claire. Again, at prime 3. Let me go back. There's MKZ, so let's go down slowly. Prime 3 says, good morning, and that he would love a message. I hope you're working hard, but not too hard, Prime 3. So let's see. Your message is about choices. And I see a rack of shirts and you picking some off and putting some up. Yes, your work is influencing me, as I'm assuming whatever it is that I see. But then we begin to bring color of shirts in. And then the choice becomes a little more difficult. And then the texture. And then long sleeves, short sleeves. Do you see how we can take whatever it is and show you the depth of perception and how it can change an action of one thing, let alone an action of a tremendous amount? So, choices. Now, what is it you choose? More of that which was? And when do you know if there's something new to choose? Do you feel it in your heart and all over through every cell of who you are? I want to believe that's true for you. But there's something missing here. And the word is choice. There's not only that, there are choices within that are getting just moving the rack aside. Perhaps it would be too much. Perhaps it would take too much time. And perhaps it would require too much love, too much acceptance. To see how you all tick, it's not just Hector. It's time. It's being. It's loving. It's choosing. It's all these things that allow you the opportunity to take a breath and know that in this moment you are full of the light of God and Mother, full of the awareness of truth that you've attained, and full of the willingness and passion to move forward. Yes, that would be wonderful for it to be everyone's goal. Many blessings to you, Hector. Don't work too hard. All right. Did I miss Claire again? No, maybe not yet. I did see her. All right, Kim J. All right, let me get this. So, Kim, now for you today, there is an angelic grouping coming. There's like 7. Plenty of them, right? They are around you often, but their concern is you do not hear them. So let's ask, what are they trying to say to you? And the word I hear through all 7 voices is to remember. Interesting, correct? Because you will wonder, oh, well, what is there for me to remember? You know, there's been many lifetimes as your souls traveled through time, and you've had many lessons learned and yet not learned. And in that process, they're hoping for you to remember parts of your truth, of who you've been, and who you have a choice to carry over into this world to support you in some of the upcoming experience moving toward you. And first, one of them says your strength. Remember your strength. For through these lifetimes, you've over time learned that you are very strong inside for what you have had to look at and to love and to handle. And then purity comes. As perhaps in this world you have set ways in which you look at negative people or people who are in distortion. They want you to remember that and own that that's a gift of your spirituality. And then they show me feet and how you walk with assurance, with confidence, with your head held high. And then one speaks of your heart and how you love. You are a lover, not meaning it has to be with a mate, but you love life. And yet you are cautious. And it is this caution that they're trying to support you to remember other things that are truths that will help you embrace and not be afraid. For remember what fear is. It is from the ego, and it introduces you into being separate. And that is not what they've come to help you remember. For you are of the whole. You are the aspect of God that all places need the mirroring of. You are. Many blessings. Kim. All right, moving on along. So here's Marby. She wants an angle message, which I'm sure means angel message. I know, we get all crazy in our heads. All right. Calling in an angel for Marby. Back to our She comes with pink wings, and she carries a pink box for you, Marby. And it is a small box, and there are two. I will tell you what they both are, and you can pick one. One is a locket that holds the pictures of two beings you've loved greatly in your journey, perhaps another life. And in the other box is a beautiful ring that was once worn by you from great love. So which one you pick is going to send your journey one way or the other. Inside or outside. You can contemplate, for you have an hour to choose. A locket of two beings you've loved before, or a ring that you carried. So many blessings to you and your beautiful angel of pink wings. Many blessings. Many blessings for me. Here's Claire. You already have a message. Good morning, Claire. And as I look at your message and to the part of your little circle there that I can see, I see very vividly what I'm going to say to you. But it's from Jesus, and he stands there. I would like you to take time every day to sit, knowing he sits in a chair along with another master, and meditate together. And you will feel the upliftment, for whenever two together sit in his name, wonderful things can happen. So he is coming forth here to say to you, sit with me. And he brings a friend to be that second. And I offer you to sit and enjoy that beautiful, beautiful energy and light and understandings that will come from that time. Many blessings to you on that journey. Thank you. All right. Very powerful, that is. Jason saying thank you. Suzanne saying thank you. All right, let's see what Jen T says. How are you? I'm experiencing multiple tower moments in my life. I feel truly sad. I would appreciate any message this morning. Thank you. Tower moment means a big thing, right? Yes, it is interesting that things come in multiples sometimes. All right. In front of you is a great friend of mine. She is an ancient monk, I guess I could say. And I want you to let her take your hand. And whenever you feel like there's too much for you to handle, I want you to let her come to you. She has agreed. And we call on this blue serenity light that comes in ever so gently through your crown. And it moves you to such a place of centering that the towers, what troubles, whatever it is that's moving you into sadness, for the moment, go away and you find peace. Now, my friend who is holding your hand knows this energy, and she will support you to discover it. Does it make everything go away? No. What it changes is your reaction. And when we have changed our reaction, we then have the capacity to see things through God's eyes, which may not be where you have been seeing them. I feel like some of them are from other people talking, and that's never appropriate, for they're not you. But when you allow this blue serenity to bring you calmness, You can perhaps see them with a little bit of a detachment. Because attachments are when it's about us, and it isn't about you, and it isn't about what's across from you. It's about balance and love. So as you're looking through this energy, find balance for you, find love. And that will help you make love come into the picture and release your sadness. Yes, this will work in all situations. For even if it's something that's happened to someone else, it's about you to simply love the situation. Continue holding her hand and allowing that light, blue serenity light, to move to every cell of who you are. You may cry, but you're letting go. You're knowing that that blue serenity light comes from God and He's touching you. For this moment, He's picking you up and holding you. And what more could we ever ask for but for that true attention of His light to support us and to hold us safe in these times? And you will find growth and strength. So, from my friend and from me, and from the heavens, we wish you many blessings, and that you may see your way. Thank you for coming today, Genty. From Camille. Oh, another jump. So I gotta go back up. All right. All right, Gina, hello. Try down donut this way. Sorry. Genty says, thank you for the reminder. Thank you for the lovely message. So she chose the locket. Many blessings. Yes. Well, we'll see what that does. So if you're hanging out there and not coming in and getting the message, come on in. The water's fine. Gina, I didn't see that you asked for a message, so sometimes you just come hang out and do your job. And many blessings to all of you who are moderators that help make it all happen. How did you feel about your message, Genty? all very much a part of the depth of who you are. So any questions? So there's still 11 of you on here. Does anyone have a spiritual or a healing or a path question you'd like to ask me? Oh, my clothes are falling. I didn't want to be greedy asking for a message. Well, Gina, I'm not busy right now, so you might as well ask for one. So let's see what we have for you. I have a very interesting message that comes, and I'll just start talking it to get the gist of it, but I see a shopping cart. And I don't know how you feel about shopping, but I believe it's saying that you're always shopping. And I don't know that it's always for food. I think you're shopping for almost everything else in your world. So if I contemplate that for a moment, and I want to ask for insight. So when we are shopping, we are reaching outside for something to bring in, and they're wanting you to get rid of the cart and know you need to only go deep within yourself. And you will find a great value and a great worth into who you've become from over time. I hope you understand that. That the vast holding on of things you're looking for are already deep within you. So it's going to require sitting quietly versus the busyness. When you choose and when you're ready, it will all be there for you, nice and steady. Many blessings, Gina. I hope that makes some sense for you. Genty. You're very welcome, Genty. You know, people who have a good heart, there's nothing to say they don't. But they don't always have the higher perspective, the change of perception. And that's what a lot of times we need from people is how to look at this differently, how to come around a different way, because there are so many options. You're welcome, Gina. Yes. So, any questions about spirituality or the path, or are you all wondrous beings? Woohoo! That would be wondrous. Can you imagine? So tonight we will move back into our condo with a brand new shower. Christina, you're still here. Very good. I know, sometimes they sink in and then you get it. Yes, surrendering. I believe that if you allow yourself to really experience surrender, it is how then you can manage the rest of your journey. Because I'll call forth surrender a lot. Because that's when we're going through not to take things personally and you can begin to let go of the personality. So thank you, Christina. Let me see. LOL. Remember, I have to give my shopping cart is away. So nope. I guess I don't understand that. Let me try to go back to what I said. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember. But I'm hearing, at least from you, that nope, you don't want to do whatever their message is. So I can only be the messenger. Yeah. Oh, I asked for questions, but you can't give me one because your shopping cart is away. You can ask a question. And I love having all of you in my life at this time. Growth is an interesting thing and shows up in always areas where you don't expect it. So no thanks, not true. I do, but I would like guidance around physical life and your job. Uh-huh. But you have to learn how to take your spiritual understanding and have it mirror into your job. The one job I was at, I had to stay there for 10 years to get vested, but more than importantly, I was ready to just start my work. And in the end, it was 10 years, and then I heard, all right, you can go do the work now. But there was a process of being at that job that I had to learn. First, not to hate it. I mean, anytime you're hating something or it's not working for you, no, you're going to just continue to be there until you shift it, because no matter where else you go, the same thing will come. Yes, she's saying that's true. So loving it is about that shift in perception. How can you love something? And you gotta, I used to write, I'm angry. Ever since I get to work, I'm angry, I'm angry, I'm angry, I'm angry. And that would dissipate. There's a great power in writing it and letting it get out. And then I could begin to see people around me or customers that came up. And it was a process of a complete change of how I felt about the job. And then I got to go to work for God. See that? How about that? Love, light, hugs to all of you. So it was a big, big lesson. It took a long time because I guess, yeah, maybe I was a little stubborn. And I didn't want it to be that was why. But see, I also learned the control. It wasn't about that. In the spiritual realm, it was about accepting that anywhere you are is the loving of your heart. And what can be around you or the people that can be around you doesn't mean that that's you. And it's to hold your truth no matter where you are. So it was quite interesting. So oh, very good. Thank you, Chase. So now I hold you all in my heart and send you light and wish the best for you. There's no way we cannot be challenged because our world is radiating challenge. It's everywhere. And then it's also in the personal and in the personality. So we're all in a time of how do we handle challenges? How else can we perceive them? I guess, okay, Gina, I got that you got it. I'll be quiet. Time to go. God bless you all. Some of those lessons today, they feel very good for people. So I hope you enjoy them. And many blessings. I'll see you on Friday. Goodbye.